Okay guys, so we're going to cover kind of a few things today. I'm going to be talking about the finale of the Vampire Diaries, Season 3, the cancellation of the Secret Circle, very briefly, and the Season 5 premiere of True Blood. But first, I have some important housecleaning information about upcoming stuff. Well, just one kind of thing. I'm not doing a Legend of Korra review this week. I'm not doing a review this week because I feel like a lot of my issues with this show have been with how certain things have not been explained or handled, and I feel like people are just going to tell me when I voice my things about it in the next episode will be like, just wait and see what happens. So my thing is, I want to wait and see how the whole season wraps up in these last 3 episodes, and I'm just going to do one big core video talking about the last 3 episodes and my impressions about the season, because I feel like the easiest way for me to get that in and have everything kind of be set for me is to just do it that way. I think it'll be easier for both of us, and you won't have to have one video of me reviewing and then kind of talking about, I wish I had done this differently, and then you telling me, just wait, and then, yeah. So this way we can do it all at one time. However, I want to tell you about this great podcast. It's called Bastards of Kingsgrave. They have been doing Avatar, Legend of Korra reviews. So they will be doing one for the next week's episode. So if you want to hear one, and you want, because I know a lot of people watch Otaku Assemble's review, so this is another option. I actually did a podcast with them talking about Hercules' Legendary Journeys and Xena Warrior Princess. So I'll link to that podcast with me and their website so you can see their Korra reviews. So that way you have something to listen to and look forward to for that. So that's my little brief thing of house cleaning. Let's get to the fun stuff, kind of. So the Vampire Diaries series finale, I wish it was series finale. Like, the show is like, I'm so annoyed with it. Like, it does everything wrong and right at the same time. I don't even fucking know how to explain it. It's like, I'm so annoyed with how they write these characters, but if I didn't like some of them, I'd be like, fuck this show. Because I'm at the point right now where it's kind of like, you are doing so much to force the things I hate about this show to work that everything else is suffering for it, and I cannot stand it. Like, to the oomph degree I am annoyed. First, of course, is Bonnie. Like, writers, stop trying to convince me or trick me that you are trying to make Bonnie all hardcore and cool now, because she's always been hardcore, always been cool, always making the best decisions out of this entire goddamn group, because the whole thing with her putting Klaus's spirit in Tyler's body was brilliant, even though I had some issues with how it kind of how it's probably going to play out and how it kind of what they did to Tyler. But like, of course, because all of Damon's plans fucking failed because of fucking Elena and all these fucking stupid ass people who keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. Like, every time they keep doing the same shit, and everyone's like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened, but Bonnie be saving the day. Bonnie will put the device in that will stop the vampires from killing everybody, but everyone's gonna hate her anyway. Like, no matter what Bonnie does to help everybody else out, everyone be mad at Bonnie because she didn't do it perfectly. What are having people make better plans? They are all, Elena is the #1 idiot of the entire group. She trusts everyone who's wrong. She doesn't listen to anyone's advice. Like when Damon was like, no, 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 you make the worst decisions. I was like, thank you, Damon. Thank you. Because that's what she does. She fucks shit up. Because she doesn't listen. She makes stupid shit. And she's stupid. Like, she's fucking stupid. And it's annoying because I don't understand why they write her this way. I don't get it. Like how she's like, I can't leave. This is my home. I'll be the first one out, people. I'll be the first one out. Why should you stay in your house when the threat of death is looming around you? Like, they're coming here to fucking kill you. They are coming here to drink your blood, snap your neck, and kill you, but you want to stay because this is your house? You ain't got no family. All your family except Jeremy is dead. Grab him and get the fuck out. I be the first one gone, people. I get my Shishomaru poster, my Byakuya, my crucifix, and my Nook, and I get the fuck out of here. You would never see me again. I'd be gone like the wind, okay? My Mac too, because I need that technology. But I would be gone. You would never find me, because I would not be sitting up in there trying to be brave and shit. Like, what if I'm a human who can't do shit, but I'm gonna stay there? No. Stupid. But I feel like I almost wish they had killed Klaus, because Alaric, to me, his death meant nothing, because by that point I was tired of Alaric, partly because of his actor, partly because his character was just kind of like, just there, like, he had no purpose after Jenna died. He had no purpose when Jenna was alive, to be like Damon's bro guy, but that was it. So his death was kind of meaningless. To me, them killing Klaus would have shown like some gusto, because they could have just done something about how, like, you know, she could have rewired it so that Klaus wouldn't be the person tested their bloodline anymore. She could just do it and like make it Elijah or somebody else. Like he could have just lied. I felt like Klaus could have just lied about it. Like why not? I thought it made more sense for Elijah to be the one who was their sire bloodline anyway. So I was like, okay, cool. But no, they didn't kill Klaus. And it's like, I like his character, but they made him so obnoxious. Like, all these vampires in this show are fucking teenagers, and it bothers me. Because you're not a teenager. You were all over 100 and something years old. The only one who's a teenage vampire is Caroline. Literally, she's a teenage vampire. She's the same age as she was when she died, except 1 year older. That's it. You know, it's not a big thing, it's not a big shock, but all the rest of you are, like, making dumbass decisions, having the same baby daddy issues that you had when you were, like, 14. Stop. Grow up. The only one who's any such mature is Elijah, but he's hardly ever there, so that doesn't really count about anything. It's just annoying. I can't stand the vampires in the show. And then, this whole Damon, Stefan, Elena thing, this whole Damon, Stefan, Elena thing, ball sacks. Like, so basically what you mean to tell me is that this whole triangle is defined by who Elena would have met first, not who she has a connection with, not who she loves, who she meets first. That's it? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That doesn't make any sense. First of all, that whole flashback scene, bullshit. Damon was not that nice back in season 1. The only reason why he didn't kill her because she looked like Catherine. And he was evil back then. I mean, him lying down on the floor, that was a trick he used in the opening of the season to kill an unsuspecting group of people. He's not good. Back then, he was evil. He would have killed her ass. If it had been anybody else, they would have been dead right now. I'm not supposed to care about him. I'm supposed to feel sympathy for him. In season 1, he didn't even give a shit about her. Like, he was like, I hope she dies, because he was all about Catherine. Now, all of a sudden, you flash back and he all about her. No. You can't fool me, Vampire Diaries. You can't fool me with your bullshit. Stop. It's not cool, it's not funny, it's not interesting. That whole thing with Caroline and Tyler having to leave, well, mainly Caroline now having to leave because they know that they're vampires, that's the only storyline that's potentially interesting for next season besides the whole Tyler, Klaus, Bonnie thing. But even that I can just tell is going to be annoying. Like, I hope that if they're going to have Klaus still be alive, that they bring back Klaus's body. They'll find some way to retcon that, even though it should be burnt up. And then the biggest thing that's supposed to be like, oh, whew, is, Elena turning into a vampire. Bullshit. First of all, I love how it's like, they gave her the blood and that's why she, please, stop. Okay, it's too much stupidity. But what my favorite part of this whole thing is, like, as they crash into the thing, Damon comes, and they showed a flashback about how, like, the father wanted, they all say how Stefan saved Elena. So they have the flashback scene where, like, Elena's dad's like, go save Elena, and then he goes to do it. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking vampire. You can only save one person at a time. Like, he takes off the car door, and Elena's like, no, go get Matt. So he gets Matt, but she can't unbuckle her seatbelt. He can't rip the seatbelt off. She can't move her out and then swim out. She just sit there, just drowning. What? He's a vampire. You can't lift up you can't at least slowly pull up the car. You can't do a goddamn thing. You can't carry 2 people at once, Stefan. What? No, that shit had me rolling in the deep because that was just ridiculous. I was so annoyed with them for that. That scene is supposed to be like all dramatic. First of all, we all know that she's gonna live. Like, they're not gonna kill her off. So, like, don't even. That's the worst part about these whole, like, oh my god, when Cindy is screaming, like, ah! Like, we all know they ain't gonna die. Protagonist. Like, this ain't Game of Thrones. You ain't that hardcore. Stop. Go away. So, anyway, season finale of Vampire Diaries. Same old bullshit. Different day. Only 2 things that look relatively interesting for next season. Stop this love triangle shit. It's not fun. But now, Elena's gonna remember all her Damon memories. Ooh, that's gonna be so much fun. All the sexual tension. Don't care. Okay, stop this now. Secret Circle cancellation. I'm sorry, Lycan fan. I'm sorry, because I know you like that show. I thought it was ball sacks, but I know you were enjoying it, so I'm sorry. At least you still have Grimm. So I thought they were going to cancel that too, but that got renewed, so praise Jesus. But from what I've heard hard because I tried to go back and actually rewatch the episodes, but I couldn't because they really, really pained me. It's just like, I just hate the magic in this show. I hate the characters in this show. I hate how things come together. It doesn't really work out that well. And how there's like, first of all, Cassie's boring. When she turns evil, it's just kind of like, head tilt, glare. It's just like, that's not interesting. So her character just to me is bland off the bat. So that's why I can't really get into her. But the other secondary characters are okay, but they never really that developed. Like, they had to sacrifice one for the other all of a sudden. Like, they're actually siblings. I knew that. While there was obvious room for the show to improve and grow throughout another season, considering the showrunners and the source material and everything that was already messed up about it, I really doubt that. And it was like, if the choice was down between Secret Circle and Nikita, sorry, Secret Circle, but I love my Nikita. It's probably one of my favorite shows on TV from that damn channel, and it's been rocking it even though it's in the dead slot, so go on with your bad self. So, Secret Circle, bye. We hardly knew you. But you know what? It could have been worse. Now, for the Season 5 premiere of True Blood. I have two kinds of feelings about True Blood. I have feelings it's just like, just thinking about it, just kind of like, oh, that will be fun, la 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 la. And then I have like the more analytical thing. So in just funness, I am looking forward to the Bill and Eric adventures because I feel like what really has been the wedge between them was their relationship about how they argued about Suki. So now that Suki, now that Suki's out of the equation, there'll probably be more room for them to be closer friends than they were before. Well, closer anything because they weren't really friends. But now they have more of a relationship to grow and kind of be friends about it. And I'm like, oh, remember that Suki? Yeah, she's a bitch. So they'll drink and like argue about that. I think that the whole authority storyline could be really interesting and fun, and I really like that. I think that whatever's going to happen with the whole Stula and Jessica interaction looks profitable, like entertaining, like when he comes in dancing, like that looks like it could be fun. Tara being a vampire, mixed views, but if it goes the way I hope it does, it has potential for it to be really cool, really entertaining, especially with her and Pam. I mean, two girls who don't give a fuck together, for it. But other than that, everything else seems like it's a storyline that doesn't need to be there. Like, that's the thing with True Blood. There are always 10, 15 storylines that don't need to be there. Why does Terry need to have his own storyline? Why does Andy have to have his own storyline? Why does Hoyt have to have his own storyline? Why does Alcide have to have his own storyline? Like, all these storylines should revolve around the main one. Like, if you're going to have a side story, one or two that most of the characters can be into. But it's like 6. So many storylines that don't need to be there, that play no purpose, and I don't care about them, really. Like, I may like the character. Like, I know people think Alcide is boring, but 1, ooh, he is so fine. 2, everyone can have Eric Northman. Because Eric Northman, I know he's fine too, but y'all can have him. Alcide is mine. That's my man. That's my baby. So I love him. So but even that, I don't think his storyline is that interesting. I don't care about the pack. The pack was never that big of a deal in the books anyway. Like, I would prefer if they just let him come and go in. But no, they want to make him a main character because now he's popular, kind of, blah, blah, blah. So I deal with that. But so now let's go on to, like, talking about the bullshit. So much of it, to be quite honest, because, wait, first of all, alright, I'll say another thing I liked. I loved all of Pam's lines in the show about how she's, like, wearing the Walmart jumpsuit and everything and getting dug up, and how she's like, the head would be over there, and how she takes a sip of the True Blood, she's like, yeah, what the fuck is this? I love all of that. All of that was really good, except for the fact that now Tara might be rapid angry black woman. How many stereotypes can we fit into one character, Alan Ball, can we? It's like, I feel like Tara, Bonnie, Martha Jones, Melissa, Gwen should just all go to an island where they can get better writing and have fan praise that they deserve, because everything is just kind of like, how badly can we treat this character every day? It's so painful, plus, especially because the fans hate Tara so much. It's kind of like, it's like, why do you do this to her? Why do you give her no leeway to be the awesome character that she could be? But nope, it's always, let's make her the feral, angry black woman now. It's kind of like, I really, really hope that this gets resolved super quickly. Because I cannot stomach that, to be quite honest. And if she ends up getting staked, I really won't be able to stomach that. Like, it's just, at this point, they have treated Tara like shit for so long. If they continue to, it's gonna be something that I won't be able to just be like, well, at least I get to see more. I'll just be annoyed, like I am with Bonnie. Like, it's just annoying at this point. Because there's so many implications in there that don't need to be there. And it's like, they write her to be this angry black chick. But she has every right to be angry. Every single right to be angry. But it always gets ignored because they want to do all this fake, oh, supernatural prejudice bullshit. Which, let me just get into a little tirade about. Supernatural prejudice is annoying. Because, one, it's one thing if it's supernaturally and supernatural. Because, yeah, werewolves and vampires and witches and ghouls and goblins, oh my, yeah, they would probably argue and bitch and blah, blah, blah. But when it's human and supernatural, sorry, humans have every right to be afraid of vampires. Sorry, humans have every right to be afraid of werewolves. Like, cut the bullshit out. They're not a marginalized group of people. They have super speed, super strength. They need human blood to exist. Vampires do. Like, if you want to give it to werewolves because they're human most of the time and they can just choose to shift, okay, fine. But vampires? Sorry, stop. Stop the game, stop the foolishness, stop the planning, okay? And it's like, for some reason, they can put every single example of real-life bigotry onto these vampires and stuff. But when it comes to the actual bigotry that, you know, Lafayette or Tara or Jesus or whoever might face, kind of like, we'll talk about it maybe one time as like a brush over and then we'll never bring it up again. But yet Tara is the bigot because she don't like vampires. Stop the games because they blinded me right now. Okay, stop. You need to stop. It doesn't make any sense, like how like Bill was quoting Malcolm X last season, like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you doing? What is this? I can't even. And everyone is using like, there's so much diversity in True Blood. No, not really. Because it's like, it's one thing, like, yeah, there are black characters, yeah, there are gay characters, but they get treated like shit. I mean, let's be real here. What the only time that we saw real sexual male-on-male sex in True Blood was when Eric staked Talbot, which basically equates to they had gay sex, we saw it, and he died. Yeah. I mean, Jesus and Lafayette were a couple, but yeah, all they really did was kiss, and they barely got a chance to really be intimate or anything. We saw a little bit with Tara and her girlfriend, but then like, there was like one scene, and then that was it. So, you know, it's just because they exist does not make them great. And now they have Steve Newland, and it's like, on the one hand, it looks like he's going to be written very entertainingly. Like, his line about how he's like, I love you, Jason Stackhouse. Yes, that was totally amusing, totally loved it, that was funny. But at the same time, you are making it to seem like, so because he was a closeted gay man, he became a bigot, a hate mongerer, and a murderer? And now that he is an openly gay vampire, he is forcing himself onto Jason by compelling him and doing all this stuff to him and saying like how he's trying to force himself onto Jason. Like, really? And then everyone's like, well, it's written by a gay guy, so it can't be, you know, homophobic or whatever. Like, that's not true. That's really not true. You can still be part of that group and write fucked up shit for that group. Let's be real here, people. Tyler Perry, let's go. Come on. Let's don't drink the Kool-Aid. Put the Kool-Aid down. Drop it. It's not good for you. Too much sugar, babe. Too much sugar. Suki's an idiot. And then Lafayette's like, call the police. You know, you little white girl, they're gonna believe you. She's like, I wanted to kill Debbie. They don't need to know that. You know. There is no evidence that will make it look like it wasn't self-defense for her. You know, she entered the house. Debbie's the one who entered the house without warning. She's the one who had the shotgun. Suki took the shotgun and shot her. Done. Why do we even need to have this conversation anymore? You're gonna tell the police that you wanted to shoot her? That's what you're gonna do, Suki? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Oh my god. I mean, like, Suki's only redeeming feature is that she's played by Anna Paquin, because that's my Gap 2 sister for life. I love her. I love Anna Paquin. But Suki Stackhouse is a dumb shit. She is just, dummy, dumb. The only good thing that she did this episode was talking about how they shouldn't turn Tara, because they really shouldn't. Because Tara would not want to be brought back to life as a vampire. It's kind of like, it's almost like a euthanasia argument. Like, letting them live like a machine or letting them die. They should just let Tara die. Plus, they wouldn't give her a good storyline anyways. Just let it go. The Hoyt, Jason, Jessica thing, one, is annoying because I don't need another love triangle on this damn show. Please stop, for the love of God. But why is Jason trying to still be talking to Hoyt? You're having sex with his ex-girlfriend. You are being intimate with her, and you know that made him upset in the first place. Why are you still trying to talk to him? Why are you still trying to be his friend while you're still trying to get with Jessica still? What's wrong with you? That's no sense. Stupido. Oh my god, everyone in the show is an idiot. But then, Hoyt himself is being a little snot-nosed, because how is Hoyt himself is being a little snot-nosed, because why is he telling everyone his business? Why are you telling everybody that Jason slept with your ex-girlfriend? And now you'll be like, Jason, what's that gonna do? He still having sex with her? That'll stop nothing. Now everyone knows you a punk? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Hoyt? Why you at being smart? Keep that shit on the lowdown. So you can make everyone hate Jason? Is that what this is about? Stop, please. Please stop. It's stupid on both sides, because it's a stupid storyline. Jessica don't even want to be with Jason in that way anymore. She's like, I just want to get down. Like, that's right, Jessica. That's right, Jessica. Get your stuff. Except, I thought that she had, like, magic regrowing hymens. I don't know what happened with that. I guess I don't work no more. Maybe she finally read, like, Lacey Green's thing, and now she knows that doesn't really break, so they retconned that, now they had more information about what the hymen actually is. But that whole thing is weird. Andy is, like, I like Andy. And he doesn't have a bad body. Like, people are talking about, oh, he's ugly. Like, Andy is average looking. He's an average looking guy. He has a nice body for an average looking guy. Stop hating. Love his little chubby self. He's adorable, even though he says stupid shit. That was unnecessary. Not the nudity, but just him having his own little side thing is unnecessary. Everything going on with Terry, don't care about, because I love Terry. I don't want him to be ruined by having him have some weird storyline and him being all aggressive domestic abusey. Not here for that. Sorry, don't want. Arlene doesn't need a storyline either. Like, stop. Didn't they learn from that ghost baby last season? It's not good. The whole authority thing is interesting. Everything with Eric and his sister Nora was both hot and awkward. Because it's like, yeah, he's hot and he's with her and whatever. But then it's like, you keep calling her your sister. And we know you're not blood related because we know you're an only child, but it's still awkward to see, man. It's really awkward. But I love Bill just sitting there kind of like... But so far, the adventures of Bill and Eric seem like they're going to be the highlight of this season. The whole thing with Sam and Luna and Marcus... Don't care. Like, it's just not interesting. Like, why should I care about these storylines when I have, like, the Bill and Eric things, Suki's drama, and if you're going to compose it, LC drama. Okay. If those are the only three, that'd be fine. But when you have Terry and Jason and blah, 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 now I don't care anymore. And then we also have the underlying thing of Russell Edgington is now back. And... whatever. And Suki does the same thing with her house again. She's like, I can't go with you because I killed Debbie. Don't tell him! How is he going to know? How is he going to know, Suki, unless you let him know? Use your brain! Use your brain! Ah, Suki, why? I can't be watching these shows. These people get me upset. But yeah, so it's like, it's an interesting start. It sets up a lot of good things, a lot of annoying, extraneous things. The writing was kind of up and down. But there's potential. There's always potential in the beginning for things to be good. So I'm hoping it is good. Crossing my fingers. I want it to be good because I love True Blood, even though it messes up on a lot of issues. But it's just like, please stop giving everyone a storyline. They don't all need one. Come on, guys. Work with me. So anyway, those are my thoughts on those three things. Let me know what you thought of Secret Circle, Vampire Diaries, and True Blood so far.